Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can!
Grandpa! No! Be careful! Grandpa, stop! Grandpa in my pocket! Grandpa and I had built a fantastic model of Sunny Sands on the sitting room floor. We were playing with our Sunny Sands train.
Oh, Jason! What?
Jemima wasn't keen on trains. And anyway, she had other plans for the day. Let me tell you a bit about my sister Jemima. Well, she has lots of friends who often come round to play. She loves animals. And, as you can see, she's very keen on the colour pink. She likes all kinds of singing and dancing and really loves making up plays and dressing up. Most of the time she's good fun. But, like all big sisters, she can be quite annoying. And today she was being annoying because she was having a new friend round to play.
So what's this new friend's name then, Jemima?
Tiffany.
Tiffany, eh?
Yes, Tiffany Jane Grottington Pump. It's not funny, Jason. She's very pretty and she has lovely hair and very cool clothes and she's my best friend, okay?
Oh, yes. Apparently, Tiffany Jane Grottington Pump was Jemima's new best friend.
And she lives in one of the big houses down in the bay overlooking the sailing boats.
Very smart.
Exactly, Grandpa. So I want our house to look really tidy and nice. So will you please, please clear all of this up? Oh, Mum!
I think she's discovered Mum's new hobby. Mum's always taking up new hobbies. 1 week it's karate, then salsa dancing, then relaxation exercises, and now this. Yes, Mum's latest hobby was hat making.
Oh, Mum, it's such a mess.
I know. Isn't it great? I'm halfway through this Sunny Sands hat. I'm making it all seasidey. Try this one on, Jemima.
I don't want to try one on, and I don't want Tiffany to think we live in a hat factory. And that'll be her now.
Tiffany Jane Grottington Pump was at the door.
Hi.
Oh, what a sweet little house. Oh, we've got one of those in our garage.
This is my brother.
Oh, hi, Damien.
It's Jason, actually.
Oh, and you've got a little ratty dog.
And this is Grandpa.
Hello, Tiffany.
Gosh, I thought my grandpa was old, but yours is ancient.
Tiffany, how lovely to see you.
Mum, you've got a crab on your head.
Yes, I know. Isn't it wonderful?
Come and see my bedroom. I've got lots more stuff up there.
Oh, it's the tiniest bedroom in the universe.
Oh, well, back to my felt and feathers.
I think Tiffany Jane Grottington Pump is big trouble, and Jemima is going to need our help.
Not a shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can!
You know what happens when Grandpa shrinks. He can get in my toy car and make it go. He can fly off in my plane. Grandpa! He can chuff about in our Sunny Sands train. Or he can run so fast that I can't catch him. Hi, Grandpa, they're coming! And Grandpa jumped off the shelf and onto the sofa, then onto the floor and into the train carriage.
There's a bit more space there. Well, I have quite a few dressing up clothes to choose.
Okay, let's do a play. I love doing plays.
Me too. Now that Grandpa's gone for a little lie down, please clear all of this up.
When Grandpa shrinks, everyone always thinks that he's gone for a little lie down. And this time, Jemima was sort of right.
You haven't got very good dressing up clothes, have you? Look at this sad little fairy wand.
Well, I guess I have
Grandpa popped his head out and beckoned to me.
I can't turn you into a frog.
He told me what to say.
That's not a sad wand. It's a brilliant wand. It's the loads of magic.
Jason?
Can I borrow you, Jason?
It must be awful having your grandpa live with you all the time.
I knew Grandpa would have a plan, and I was right. I wasn't sure it was such a good plan. But just then...
Jason, come and try this on, please. It's so much easier to see where to pin things when someone's wearing it.
Meanwhile, Tiffany had chosen a costume for Jemima, while Grandpa hid in the bottom of the box.
Right, so I'm the fairy princess and you're my maid. Ah! Something moved inside the box.
Stand back. Stand well back.
Tell us when it's all clear.
Oops, bit of a mistake, but the dressing up box has given me an idea.
And Grandpa jumped out of the box and ran into the kitchen.
Nothing here. It's all fine. I think it was your imagination, Tiffany. You've obviously got an amazing imagination.
Well, actually, yes, I have. Come in the garden, maid.
Jason!
Mum had to put some more flowers onto my hat. Suddenly, out of the corner of my eye, I saw Grandpa. He was gathering bits of material.
I think Jemima might be getting a bit fed up with Tiffany Jane Grottington Pump. Thanks, Jason.
I was glad the hat was off. Now, I needed to find out what Grandpa's plan was. And I wasn't at all surprised to see that he was on his way to the garden.
Do a dance, maid.
Before long, Tiffany was acting being a fairy princess. And a very bossy one, too.
Now curtsy.
And Grandpa was hiding behind a flower pot, making something out of bits of felt that he'd found on the table.
Now sing a song.
Even if sisters are annoying sometimes, you want to stick up for them when they need you.
Psst. I'm nearly ready. Now we have to get Jemima right out of the way. And here's what you've got to do next.
La la. Do you know any with words? Oh, she's hopeless, maid Damien.
Jason!
Oh, yes. Now fan me. I'm hot and I want to go to sleep.
And Jemima fanned and fanned and fanned, until at last Tiffany fell asleep. I can help. Just do exactly what I tell you to do when I tell you to do it.
You've stopped fanning me.
Oh, she's a hopeless maid. I'm surprised you didn't just turn her into a mouse.
That's a brilliant idea, Damien.
Jason! And this is a brilliant wand. All you have to do is wave it, close your eyes, turn around 3 times and count to 10.
Okay, here goes. 1, 2, 3.
I still didn't know what Grandpa's big plan was, but I was about to find out. Oh, yes. This time Grandpa had gone too far.
Vicky!
Ah!
Vicky!
Oh no! Jemima, what have I done?
Tiffany Jane Grottington Pump really thought that she turned my sister into a mouse.
I told you it was a good wand.
This is awful. I didn't mean to. Come here. Do as I say. Come here. Please stop.
Just because I'm a mouse, there's no need to boss me about. You've been bossing me about all day.
I'm really sorry, Jemima. Really, really sorry. I was only acting.
You have to have everything your own way, don't you? Well, that's not the sort of person I want to play with.
I know. I'm really, really sorry. What can I do now?
Well, you can turn me back into me again for a start. Close your eyes, wave your wand, and count to 10 very slowly.
While Grandpa hid behind his flower pot to get changed, I ran inside to tell Jemima she could come out.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're back! I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to turn you into a mouse.
A mouse. See? It's that amazing imagination of hers.
What do you want to play? I'll play anything you like. Do you want to be the fairy princess? Yeah.
I looked for Grandpa, and he came out from behind the flower pot. He was back in his usual clothes. Cap off, Grandpa, quick! And Grandpa whipped off his shrinking cap and came back to his normal size.
Well, Jason, I don't think Tiffany Jane Grottington Pump will boss Jemima around anymore, do you?
No, Grandpa.
Teamwork, eh?
Teamwork. Later, we were all really tired.
I'm so glad she's gone. Thanks for sticking up for me, Jason. How did you persuade her that she'd turn me into a mouse?
Oh, with Grandpa's help.
Grandpa? But Grandpa was lying down the whole time. He didn't do anything.
Ta-da! Oh, did you have a nice rest, Grandpa?
Oh, yes.
Here, try this on. Now perhaps you can get rid of that old cap of yours.
Grandpa in my pocket! Grandpa, Jemima and I were making a wild and scary animal park with our wild and scary animals.
Is Bob the Shark wild and scary enough, do you think?
I don't think so, Grandpa.
It could be.
I think we need some more animals.
Just then, the doorbell rang. I ran to answer it, and who should be standing there? Hi!
Bubbles!
Bubbles the babysitter. Bubbles is always great fun. Sometimes we make things. Sometimes we play bat and ball. Sometimes we do face painting. And today, guess what she brought with her?
He wanted to see my best friends right away.
He's so cute.
Oh, come on, little
Bubbles took her new little friend out of its basket.
girl. Oh, there we go, little.
It was so cute.
Ah, Bubbles. And who's this?
He's called Squeak.
So this was the day we all got to play with Bubbles and Squeak.
Dear. I think Wolfie's a bit scared of Squeak. He probably thinks he's wild and scary.
Just as well it's time for his walk then. Come in with me, Jason.
Yes, please. I need to get some monkeys from Mr Whippy's shop. We must have more monkeys.
So off I went with Dad and Wolfie. I hoped Grandpa wouldn't put on his shrinking cap and shrink while I was out. You know what happens when he does. He does this, and this, and this.
Catch me if you can.
He can get up to all kinds of mischief. He can get in my car and make it go. He can chuff around in our Sunny Sands train. He can even fly off in my plane. But Grandpa only ever shrinks when he thinks there's a problem. And with Bubbles and Squeak, of course there wouldn't be a problem. But just then,
I came round the back.
a problem turned up.
Floyd.
Floyd lives in the house opposite, and he goes to my school. He loves boasting.
Look at my new watch.
He loves playing jokes.
Boo, boo, boo.
And he always wants everything his own way. Grandpa agrees with me. Floyd is a big, spoilt show-off.
Check out my new skateboard. What is that? It's Squeak. Kittens are stupid pets.
Squeak is not a stupid pet. He's a wild and scary cat. And he's going to be part of our wild and scary animal park.
Nice one, Grandpa. Actually, I've got loads of wild and scary pets. You need to see them. Wait right there.
Floyd, we really don't need to see anything wild and scary.
Oh no, he's gone.
Grandpa, being Grandpa, had an idea.
Well, Squeak, I think Bubbles is going to need a bit of help with that boy, Floyd.
He took out his shrinking cap, and to Squeak's amazement, Grandpa shrank. He hid on a shelf, just as Jemima and Bubbles came back.
Oh, Grandpa must have gone for a little lie down.
Whenever Grandpa shrinks, everyone thinks he's gone for a little lie down.
Oh, you're back in your basket, Squeak.
I'm back. Want to see my rat?
Do I want to see your rat? No thanks.
Oh, go on.
No, I really don't want to see your rat.
Just a peep. It was only a toy rat,
Gotcha.
but it still made Bubbles jump, and Grandpa was cross.
Come in the garden. One of my other wild pets is out there. Too wild to bring inside. Come on.
He's only playing tricks, Bubbles.
Yes, but you know me. I'm not very good at tricks.
Tricks, eh? Well, we'll see about tricks.
He's in this plant. Tiptoe very quietly because he's asleep. And if you wake him up, he gets really wild.
Bubbles knew that Floyd was just going to play a trick with some kind of fake pet, but she was still really nervous. At that moment, Grandpa ran out of the kitchen and hid.
Are you there, Simon?
Simon?
Yeah. He's my snake.
Of course, Bubbles knew that Simon was a plastic snake, but she hated being chased.
Oh, I hate being chased. Stop it, Floyd. She hates being chased.
Then, Grandpa came out of his hiding place and got up onto the table.
Don't tell anyone I'm here, Squeak. I'm going to hide round the back.
Stop, please stop. It's such fun chasing you, Bubbles.
Is it? Oh, good. You'd hate to be chased like that.
Chasing doesn't bother me. Nothing bothers me.
Come on, Bubbles. Let's go and get a drink.
Floyd went up to Squeak, and Grandpa got ready to put his plan into action.
Well, hi there, Wildcat. You're really scary, aren't you? Ha!
Floyd turned his back on Squeak again, but this time Grandpa went...
Meow!
Was that you yowling? Trying to make me jump, are you? Ha! No chance.
Grandpa's first plan hadn't worked, so he jumped off the table and ran towards the pond. He saw the shell, and that gave him an idea.
Oh, what's the matter, Floyd?
There's nothing the matter with me, but there's something the matter with your kitten. It yowled at me. Yow!
Bubbles and Jemima dashed outside to see if Squeak was okay. And of course, Squeak was fine.
Oh, he's fine. But I think he might be better off inside.
With Bubbles and Jemima out of the way, Floyd suddenly spotted the big shell.
Hey, cool shell. I could pretend there's a wild animal in that. There actually is a wild animal in it. Brilliant. Hey, Bubbles! Oh, I see. Trying to scare me now, are you? Nothing scares me.
And that was the moment I arrived home with Dad and Beowulf.
Floyd, fancy seeing you here. Are you okay?
Yes, but guess what? There's a wild animal in that shell. I'm going to get Bubbles.
One of his jokes, I suppose. Come on, Wolfie.
I knew that this was probably not one of Floyd's jokes. And I knew who the wild animal would be. Oh, yes.
Grandpa!
I had to. Floyd has been trying to make Bubbles jump, and I've been trying to make him jump back, but it hasn't worked. I'm going to try one more thing. I have to get into the pond, and you have to get inside and fetch me the shark.
This time, Grandpa was about to go too far.
Come and see! There really is a wild animal in that shell!
While Floyd was trying to persuade Bubbles and Jemima to come outside, I ran into the sitting room.
No more jokes, Floyd.
It's not a joke!
I got Grandpa what he needed and ran back into the garden.
Come on, there's a wild animal outside! Come on! Floyd, come here! Quick, come quick! I'll be back. I saw something move in the ponds.
What? It's probably our shark.
Your shark?
He's very small, but he's very fierce. Grandpa's plan was working. He was underwater, making my plastic shark move. Just when Floyd was really close, Grandpa made this happen. While Floyd ran inside, I fished Grandpa out of the pond as quickly as I could.
I'm so sorry I tried to scare you. I was only joking. But now I know what it feels like now that that shark made me jump out of my skin.
Hey! So Jason played a trick on you for once, eh, Floyd?
I guess so. But I won't play another joke again, I promise.
It's okay, Floyd. I shouldn't let your jokes bother me. They are only jokes after all.
Yeah. Wanna see my spider?
Yes.
While everyone was laughing at Bubbles, stroking a plastic spider,
So brave.
I took Grandpa in my pocket to the sitting room.
Cap off, Grandpa, quick!
Well, Jason, I don't think Floyd will try any of those tricks on Bubbles again, do you?
No, Grandpa. We did it. Teamwork, I say.
Teamwork!
Here we are. More monkeys.
Oh, just the job, Jason.
Grandpa, your cap's all wet.
Is it? Oh, of course. That's because I've been swimming with the sharks.
Grandpa in my pocket! This is me, Jason Mason, and I live here in Sunny Sands with my mum, dad, sister Jemima, and Grandpa. This is my friend Dora. She's in my class at school. Sometimes she comes round to play. The things she loves playing with the most are dolls. But Grandpa and I always try to persuade her to play with other things, like the toys in Grandpa's treasure chest, his old boat, and Monkey Albert. Sometimes Dora will play Captain Dumbletwit games.
Yes, I've won the space credits.
But she usually goes back to the dolls. And today I was really excited because it was Dora's birthday. And she was having a party in Miss Smiley's cafe. It was organised by her aunt, Lady Prigsbottom. Lady Prigsbottom is very, very posh. And she's really quite scary.
Ready, Jason?
Yep.
Where are you going now? The party's not for hours.
Because first I'm going to Mr Whippy's shop to choose Dora her presents.
A doll, maybe. She loves her dolls.
I really don't want to buy her a doll. I want her to play with other things.
He's right, she's got loads of dolls. Not a doll, then.
Absolutely not a doll.
Yes, today I was determined that there would be no more dolls for Dora.
I'll come and help you choose, Jason.
Oh, no, Grandpa. Jason's going to be there for a long time. I've got to do some shopping, and Mr Whoop says Jason can play in the shop while I'm gone. Now, where is my purse?
Oh, come on, Mum.
I want to go to Mr Whoops' shop and to the party.
Grandpa, you can't.
I think I can.
Not shrinking cap, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
When Grandpa shrinks, there's no knowing what he'll get up to. He can run so fast that I can't catch him. He can fly off in my plane. He can even chuff around in our Sunny Sands train. And he can hide in very small places. Right now, I had no idea where Grandpa was hiding, and Mum was coming downstairs.
Ready?
I guessed Grandpa would find a way of getting to Mr Whipp's shop, but I didn't know what that way would be. Then I heard, shh. I looked up, and just then, Grandpa jumped into my backpack.
Come on, Jason. You were telling me to hurry up a minute ago.
Grandpa, you're impossible.
I know.
Jason!
Coming, Mum! So Mum and I got into Campo and off we went. And Mum said,
I hope you choose something nice for Dora, Jason. She's such a lovely girl.
and I said, I will. And Mum said,
I'm sure you'll end up with a doll.
and I said, no, I won't. I'm going to choose a puzzle, or a game, or a kite even, but not a doll. No way. When Mum dropped me off at Mr Whipp's shop, Mr Whips was clearing some shells.
Hello, Jason. You can try any of these toys for Dora. Maybe she'd like a doll.
Mr Whips is called Mr Whips because he's always having little accidents. He falls off things, he falls over things, he even trips over his own feet.
Oops.
I think Dora's got enough dolls, actually, Mr Whips.
I've got some lovely new paints over there, Jason. You might like to try those. I'm just going to the storeroom for a jar of Wally Wiggles. Maybe Dora would like a Wally Wiggle. Whoops.
What's a Wally Wiggle?
I don't know, but it doesn't sound right for Dora.
Then Grandpa jumped out of my backpack and onto the easel. You must be good, Grandpa.
I've only come so you can choose the perfect present for Dora.
But at that moment, the door opened. And who should walk in but Lady Prigsbottom?
Lady Prigsbottom!
Your ladyship to you, small boy, with a very guilty look on your face. Where's Mr Whoops?
Just then, he came in with the Wally Wiggles.
Oh, I'm covered in worms! Get rid of them! Get rid of them!
Sorry, your ladyship. They won't harm you. They're just Wally Wiggles.
Wally Wiggles, they're revolting worms. Absolutely horrid. Get rid of them. Make it snappy. I've come to choose a present for my niece Dora, and I want something very, very special.
Oh, special is not a problem. We specialise in special, your lady bottom. Oh, I mean your prigship. Oh, I mean...
Get on with it.
How about a jigsaw puzzle? Whoops!
Not nearly special enough, particularly now it's all over the floor.
So what about, a doctor's kit for Dora? Whoops!
Not for Dora, no. However, I may need a bandage before the day is through.
Oh, how about...
Poor Mr Whips was getting desperate.
perhaps some plastic ponies? Whoop!
No.
I looked for Grandpa. He wasn't on the easel anymore. Suddenly, I saw him by a boat.
A hair-braiding set.
Ridiculous!
Suggest a jumbo crayon pack.
How about the jumbo crayon pack?
No, Dora already has more crayons than you've had little accidents.
The jewellery making set.
I know, the jewellery making set.
Your ladyship.
This isn't a toy shop, it's an obstacle course.
Paints. Try the paints, Jason.
What about the paints?
Oh, yes. The paints. The wonderful paints.
I can hardly wait.
Let me show you, lady. Oh, no.
Dora doesn't want paint, neither do I. Get a claw.
I was really worried that Grandpa would be spotted, but he quickly hid behind a doll's house. Then, Mr Whips came back with the cloth.
don't trust you with it. You're always having terrible little accidents. Who knows what terrible little accident you might have with a claw?
Mr Whoops spotted a Wally Wiggle sweet and just couldn't resist it. Suddenly, I saw Grandpa peeping out from behind the huge doll's house. He wanted me to suggest the doll's house.
What about that beautiful doll's house, your ladyship?
Oh, yes. Dora would love that, your shady lip.
I think you better just be quiet, don't you?
Dora does love dolls, and it's a really, really special house.
Dora does love dolls. Not sure about the house, though. Looks a bit plain to me.
It's beautiful. Look inside.
I was trying to persuade her to buy the house. So was Grandpa, like this.
Oh, there's a perfectly charming little dolly inside. Oh, she's waving. Oh, very, very sweet. Oh, she can curtsy. She's almost real. Oh, look, the little dolly's dancing. She can dance. Oh, she can sit. Oh, she is the perfect present for Dora. I can't buy the little dolly without her house, though. Wrap it up and make it snappy.
Of course, your gravy dish.
This was a disaster. I wanted Lady Prigsbottom to buy the doll's house, but I didn't want her to buy the little dolly in it. I had no choice. I knew just what I had to buy for Dora. The party had started, and Dora had already opened some of her presents.
And now for the most special present of all, Dora.
Wow!
I held my breath as Dora tore off the wrapping paper.
Oh, thank you so much, Auntie P.
That's not the real present. There's something very surprising inside.
Now I was really worried, because I knew exactly what the something very surprising was. Now was my chance. While everyone was looking at Lady Prigsbottom and listening to her story, I had to rescue Grandpa. Quick as a flash, he jumped off the table and ran.
Doll's house. So I opened it up and... No. You open it up, Dora. Open it up and see the little surprise inside.
It's beautiful. I love it. There's furniture and carpets and curtains and
the little dolly. Can you see the little dolly? Is she waving to you? Is she doing her twirly-whirly dancing?
no.
I think you'd better sit down, your ladyship. After all, you've had a nasty accident with paint.
Mr Whoops had a nasty accident with the paint.
There aren't actually any dolls inside, Auntie P. There will be. A whole family. Thanks, Jason. Brilliant. Oh, Auntie P, this is the best present I've ever had.
I had to find Grandpa. It didn't take long. He was on a plate of cherry chunks, nibbling. Take your cap and apron off, now.
Oh, do I have to? I rather like them.
When I got home after the party, I ran ahead of Mum and put Grandpa down. He whipped off his shrinking cap and came back to his normal size.
Well, Jason, we saved the day there, didn't we, eh? I helped Lady Prigsbottom choose something Dora would like, and you helped me to get out of it. Teamwork, eh?
Teamwork.
Well, Dora seemed very pleased with her doll's house, didn't she? And guess what, Grandpa? Jason bought her dolls after all.
Ah, well, probably for the best.
Grandpa in my pocket! It was the holidays. I was playing a Captain Dumbletwit game with Grandpa, and we were playing very quietly. We had to play very quietly because Mum was doing her latest hobby, weird relaxation exercises. A voice on the CD was telling her exactly how to relax.
Head up and screw your face up tight. Then let it go floppy, floppy. Relax your lips, relax your tongue, and relax your teeth. Now stand up tall and deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth.
In through the nose and out through the mouth.
Waves of calm are flowing.
I wish I could have gone with Dad and Jemima.
Jemima had gone on a school trip. and Dad had gone with her to be a parent's helper. So guess who was looking after the bike shop? Mr. Like-a Biker. But today, there was a problem.
Oh, hello, Mr. Like a Biker.
I'm all of a doodah.
You're all of a doodah?
Yes, I've got a very important customer here. She needs loads of things and she needs them fast. Guess who it is? It's Speedy Edie.
Speedy Edie? In case you don't know, Speedy Edie is the speediest cyclist in the country. The universe even.
Get off the phone! I've got a round-the-world race tomorrow. Now here's a list of everything I need. And make it speedy.
Oh yes, she was a very needy Speedy Edie. Mr. Like a Biker needed help. Someone had to go to the bike shop.
I'll go. I've always wanted to meet Speedy Edie.
Oh, Grandpa, that's very sweet of you, but I think you'll be too slow.
Let me go. I can be really speedy.
Jason Mason, you're a star. I'll drop you off on the way to my relaxation class. Just need a bit of lipstick.
I can be speedy too, you know, especially when I'm small.
Not the shrinking gap, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
You know what happens when Grandpa shrinks. He can get in my toy car and make it go. He can chuff about in our Sunny Sands train. He can even ride on Gordon, my toy seagull. And today he was running for all he was worth. He climbed up onto our Captain Dumbletwit game. I was just about to grab him when...
Grandpa gone for a little lie down, has he? I knew he wasn't up to helping out. Come on, Jason. Don't want to keep Speedy Edie waiting.
So Mum and I got into Campo and off we went. And Mum said...
How exciting! Speedy Edie in Sunny Sands in our bike shop. Dad will be so sorry to miss her.
And I said, so will Jemima. And Mum said...
So will Grandpa.
But Grandpa had no intention of missing Speedy Edie. He was going to find his own way to the bike shop.
Right, my huge long list of requirements.
Oh, I like a huge long list of requirements.
I need sunglasses, I need thick socks, I need waterproof gloves, I need...
Sunglasses and thick socks?
This is a round-the-world trip. I shall be cycling up icy mountains, through tropical jungles, across sandy deserts. I need to be prepared for any weather.
Oh, I like to be prepared for any weather.
Never fear, Jason Mason's here.
Oh, I like a good catchphrase. Sorry.
I need bells.
Right, bells, yes. Come on then.
Quickly.
All right. Right, we've got all sorts of different bells here. We've got small ones, that's clever.
No.
Luckily, neither of them noticed Grandpa flying in. I was so glad to see him. I had a feeling we were going to need all the help we could get. It wasn't long before we were working as a team. Here's how. Speedy Edie would say what she needed.
A woolly hat with a blue bobble.
Grandpa would find it. And then I'd give it to her.
A water bottle with a flip-up lid.
Again?
A map of Australia.
Here you are.
How did you do that? Oh, it's as if the things were jumping off the shelves all by themselves.
Of course, I couldn't tell him it was Grandpa.
I need a mosquito net, a sleeping bag, a stopwatch, a blow-up pillow, insect bite cream, a belt with lots of pockets in it, a camping saucepan for my soup, a compass, silver spray paint, a glow-in-the-dark waistcoat. Ooh! This is hopeless! You're way too slow. Call yourself a cyclist. You need to get fit. Let's see you run on the spot.
What, who, me?
You can go faster than that. Get those knees up. Up.
Then Speedy Edie made Mr. Like a Biker do press-ups, sit-ups, squat thrusts,
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
and jumping jacks.
That's it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Faster.
Grandpa jumped too, off the shelf and onto the counter. Careful, Grandpa. They might see you.
I knew Speedy Edie was speedy, but this is ridiculous. We've got to find a way to slow her down.
Yes, but how?
I've got a brilliant idea. You keep an eye on Speedy Edie, and I'll hide her huge long list. If she hasn't got a list, she'll have to slow down.
Okay. So, while Speed Edie was busy trying to make Mr. Like a Biker exercise, Grandpa hid her huge long list.
Come on, I need heaps more things. Where's my list? I left it here.
Oh, I don't know. A list.
I need my list and make it speedy.
What are we going to do, Grandpa?
I don't know. Doesn't she ever stop and relax?
She could do with going to one of Mum's relaxation classes.
Well, that's it. Why didn't I think of it before? Let's play her a nice, relaxing CD, Jason. Come on.
Okay.
I left it right on the...
While Speedy Edie and Mr. Like a Biker were arguing over who'd lost her huge long list,
Speedy, come on.
I was doing star jump.
Grandpa ran to the CD player, and I found a CD of nice, gentle music.
I left it right on the counter. Come on, you must have picked it up by accident or something. I need my list. Speedy, come on. I start my round-the-world race tomorrow, and I don't have half the things I need... What's that music?
It's relaxation exercises.
Relaxation exercises?
Both feet on the floor. Bend your knees. Hands on ankles.
Right.
Head up. Now screw your face up tight. And then let it go. Floppy. Floppy. That's it. Floppy.
You try too, Speedy Edie.
Relax your lips. Relax your tongue. Relax your teeth. Now waves of calm are flowing through your body. Flowing, flowing. And you are slowing, slowing. And slow.
Grandpa's brilliant plan was working.
And slow.
Who needs a list, eh? I'm sure I can remember what's on it. A ground sheet, a camping stove.
Yes.
Oh, and a tent with a flag on top.
Oh, I like a tent with a flag on top. I think we've got one out the back.
In your own time, Mr. Like a Biker. In your own time.
Grandpa's job was done. So I put him in my pocket, and just in time, because Mum had arrived to take me home. I ran into the house ahead of Mum and put Grandpa down. He took off his shrinking cap and came back to his normal size.
We did it, Jason. We got Speedy Edie to slow down. Teamwork, eh?
Teamwork! Back at the bike shop, Speedy Edie was still doing her shopping. Very, very slowly.
I found a tent, but I think it might be a bit small.
Is there anywhere I can try it out?
Oh, well, I'm sure I can think of somewhere.
Lovely, thank you.
How exciting. Speedy Edie camping in our garden.
Hey, it's the big round-the-world race tomorrow. Shall I come and see you all?
Oh, tomorrow, or the next day, or the day after that. There's no need to rush.
Oh dear, I think I've overdone it.
is me, Jason Mason, and I live here in Sunny Sands. It's called Sunny Sands because it's always sunny and it's by the sea. This is Mr Whippy's toy shop, and here's Miss Smiley's cafe. My dad loves working in his bike shop, and we all love spending time at our beach hut on the beach. This is my house where I live with my mum, Dad, Sister Jemima, Grandpa, and his dog Beowulf. I was helping Grandpa look through his treasure chest. He was looking out some toys for a very special visitor. Dad and Jemima had gone in Campo to fetch him, and guess who it was? Our little cousin, Max. Max is only 6, and Grandpa is his grandpa too.
Lemon bonbon, Grandpa.
They both like eating lemon bonbons. They don't see each other very often, but when they do, they always have a great time. And when Grandpa's with him, he's always got a huge smile on his face.
And the Captain Dumbletwit books, the bat and the ball, it's Gordon.
He's only coming for the tea, Grandpa.
That's why we've got to pack in as much fun as we can. We've got to make the most of his visit, haven't we, Wolfie?
Yes, we were all looking forward to making the most of Max.
Of course, I could always get out my shrinking cap. Max likes a bit of fun.
I don't think that's a very good idea, Grandpa. If you shrink, you're bound to get into trouble, and I won't be here to help.
You won't be here?
Oh, didn't I tell you? I'm going bodyboarding with Zach and his dad.
Oh.
Time to go, Jason. Don't forget your swimming things. We won't be long, Grandpa. Give my love to Max.
I will.
Please don't use the shrinking cap while I'm out, Grandpa.
All right, I won't. Not unless I have to.
I was a bit worried about leaving Grandpa on his own. You know what can happen. Grandpa's cap is magic, and when he puts it on, he shrinks, like this, and this, and this.
Catch me if you can.
He can get in my toy car and make it go. He can chuff about in our Sunny Sands train. He can fly off in my plane. And I'm the only person who knows about it. Nobody else is allowed to see him. Grandpa and Beowulf were waiting excitedly for Max to arrive. And they didn't have to wait excitedly for long.
Grandpa!
Hello, Max.
Hello, Wolfie.
Oh, and who's your hairy friend?
Marty. Marty the Mama.
Oh.
Max is really into the Stone Age. It's his big thing.
The Stone Age is my big thing too. I love all those hairy cavemen.
What do you want to do today, Max?
Can we make something? Grandpa's brilliant at making things.
Oh, what a great idea. Can we use your modelling clay, Jemima?
I'll just go and get it.
Excellent. I'll be in the garage if you need me.
Oh, there we are.
You dropped your cap, Grandpa.
What?
Shall I put it on for you?
No.
This was a disaster. I'd only been gone a few minutes and Grandpa was already in trouble. Max doesn't know about Grandpa's magic shrinking cap, and this wasn't a good moment for him to find out.
Modelling clay. Let's go and make something, shall we?
And Max knew exactly what he wanted to make. Stone Age World. The perfect home for Marty the Mammoth.
Really good, Grandpa.
Absolutely perfect.
There were caves and rocks. There were hills covered with real grass. And trees with real leaves on them. And a sparkling lake made out of silver foil. It looked amazing.
It looks amazing.
Max even made a hairy caveman. Jemima made him some hair, a long beard, and some clothes out of some material from Mum's Bits and Bobs box.
Hello, everybody. I'm a caveman.
He looks like you, Grandpa.
Oh, thank you, Jemima.
What do you think, Wolfie? Does he look like Grandpa?
I think that was a yes.
Come on, Max. Let's get Dad to come and look.
So Max put the caveman down on the chair, and he and Jemima rushed outside to the garage.
What a work of art, eh, Wolfie? Can't wait to show Jason. He loves things like this. It's marvellous. Absolutely... Oh, no.
Grandpa had accidentally sat on the caveman and he'd squashed him flat. Bits of clay and material were stuck to Grandpa's bottom. The caveman was ruined. Grandpa was in trouble again and I still wasn't there to help.
Oh, look at the mess I've made. Poor Max, he'll be so upset. He put so much work into this. He even made it look like me. I know, but I'll have to be quick.
Grandpa put the caveman behind the toaster.
Look out for me, Wolfie.
Then he whipped out his shrinking cap, put it on, and he shrank. He ran to check that no one was coming. Then he climbed onto the kitchen counter and went behind the toaster. Just as Jemima and Max came back with Dad.
Where's Grandpa?
He must have gone for a little lie down.
But I thought he was going to play with me.
Grandpa's always having little lie-downs, Max. It's because he's old.
I'm sure he'll be up and about soon.
And Dad was right.
Brilliant.
Grandpa was up and about. Only now he was dressed as a hairy caveman.
Made out of real trees.
Luckily, everyone else was too busy admiring Stone Age World to see Grandpa jumping off the counter and climbing onto the chair. He got there just in time.
The grass is red too, and
look at my caveman, Uncle CJ.
Put him on the table, Max. Let's see him. Wow, that's brilliant, Max. It's so lifelike. I love his funny beard.
Do you think he looks a bit like Grandpa?
I think he looks a lot like Grandpa. Right, well, I'll just finish off and then I'll make some sandwiches. You know where I am if you need me.
The good news was that Max had a caveman to play with.
Say hello to the caveman, Marty. Hello, caveman.
The bad news was that he wanted to play with him all afternoon. Of course, I didn't know about any of this because I was still at Zach's house, drying off after bodyboarding. I was wondering about Grandpa, so I rang home to see how things were going.
How's things going?
fine. We're playing Stone Age World.
Great. How's Grandpa?
Oh, he's gone for a little lie down.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
I had a funny feeling that Grandpa was in trouble, and I was right. Because while I was on my way home, this was happening.
And forwards, and backwards.
And this. And this.
Have a sandwich, Mr. Caveman.
Poor Grandpa had to stay still the whole time. The furry beard was making his nose itch, and once he even sneezed.
Was that you, Beowulf?
I wish Grandpa would wake up. He's been asleep for ages.
I know, it's a shame. And I've got to take you home soon.
But I wanted to play with Grandpa.
Why don't you take the caveman home with you? Then you can bring it next time you come.
Can I? Thanks!
So Max picked up the caveman, or rather Grandpa, and took him inside. He put Grandpa into his backpack and zipped it up. There was no way Grandpa could get out.
I'm home! Is everything okay?
Yes?
Hello, Max. Come here, give us a hug.
I knew Grandpa had to be hiding, but I couldn't see him anywhere.
Time to take Max home, I'm afraid.
Okay, I'm really sorry I missed Grandpa.
I'll wake him up.
No, you can't, you mustn't!
But he'll want to say goodbye.
Can't Max stay for a bit longer? I'm sure Grandpa will be up and around very soon. Please, Dad, please.
Well, maybe just a short while.
I know. Why don't you take Beryl for a walk?
Can we?
Why not? Just to the beach and back.
I'll get his lead.
Coming, Jason.
No, thanks. I think I'll stay and wait for Grandpa. I'm feeling a bit tired. All that bodyboarding, you know. Grandpa! Grandpa, where are you?
In here.
I rushed to Max's backpack, undid the zipper, and out he popped.
Oh, am I glad to see you. I nearly went home with Max.
Grandpa, look at the state of you!
I had to do it, Jason. Max made a beautiful caveman, and I squashed it.
Well, you've got to stop now and get changed.
Then Max won't have a caveman.
Don't worry, I can fix that. But we've both got to hurry.
So While Max was at the beach, I made a new caveman and Grandpa got changed. Grandpa whipped off his shrinking cap and came back to his normal size.
Oh, that's wonderful, Jason. Max will never know the difference. Teamwork, eh?
Teamwork.
Quick, they're back.
Grandpa put the new caveman back in Max's backpack.
Grandpa, you're away.
Oh, I wasn't going to let you go without saying goodbye.
We had a great time playing with my caveman.
I'm so glad. Pity you missed it, Jason. You'd have loved to have seen him riding on Marty the Mammoth.
How do you know we did that, Grandpa?
Oh, just guessing.
Grandpa in my pocket! This is Miss Smiley's cafe. Miss Smiley is called Miss Smiley because she's always smiling. She has the biggest smile in Sunny Sands. And what's more, she makes the most delicious treats ever. Her cafe is the best cafe in the world. And today, Mum was taking us to her fun kitchen. Miss Smiley was going to teach us how to cook some of her delicious recipes. We were going to cook some of Grandpa's favourite treats, including Miss Smiley's Strawberry Surprise. But just as we were about to leave the house, the doorbell rang. Mum went to answer it, and guess who marched in? Floyd.
I'm going to Miss Smiley's fun kitchen and I need a lift.
I knew what Grandpa was thinking because I was thinking it too. Not Floyd. Floyd lives in the house opposite, and he goes to my school. He loves boasting.
Look at my new watch.
He loves playing jokes.
Come in. Boo, boo, boo.
And he always wants everything his own way. Grandpa agrees with me. Floyd is a big, spoilt show-off.
Check out my new skateboard. Come on then, let's go.
Will you be all right while I'm gone, Grandpa?
Oh, yes, I think I'll just have a little lie down. Floyd cooking at Miss Smiley's fun kitchen is a recipe for disaster. There's only one thing for it. I'm coming too.
Not a shrinking cap, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
You know what happens when Grandpa shrinks. He can get in my car and make it go. He can fly on Gordon, my toy seagull. He can get into our Sunny Sands train and chuff around. Or he can just run for all he's worth. I'm the only one who knows about Grandpa's magic shrinking cap, and nobody else is allowed to see him.
Quick, Grandpa, jump into my backpack.
But he was too late. Just at that moment, Floyd came back in.
Are you coming or not? But, Floyd, no, I need him.
So we all got into Campo and went to the cafe. Grandpa had missed his chance of coming with me. Now he had to find his own way of getting there. But I knew that Grandpa, being Grandpa, would have a plan. Mum dropped us off at the cafe, and lots of our friends were already there.
Has everyone got their aprons on? Good. Don't you spoiling your lovely clothes. No, come closer.
I'm not wearing an apron.
Now, today we're going to be making two of my favourite dishes. Suck-up spaghetti and my very own strawberry surprise.
While Miss Smiley was telling us how to make suck-up spaghetti, Grandpa arrived. Suddenly, I saw him on the dresser.
Now, you're going to make your very own. But because it's a bit messy, we're going to make it in the kitchen.
So, we all ran into the kitchen.
No need to run!
Floyd came stomping after us in a sulky mood. Then Grandpa jumped off the dresser and ran to Miss Smiley's table. While we were all in the kitchen, Floyd crept back into the cafe. He was up to his usual tricks. The bad news was that Floyd had plans for the spaghetti. The good news was that Grandpa had plans for Floyd. While Floyd wasn't looking, he climbed into the cold spaghetti. Floyd went over to the bowl and picked it up. And this is what happened next. The spaghetti started to wriggle.
Worms! Wriggly worms!
I had a pretty good idea that it wasn't wriggly worms. It was a wriggly Grandpa, and I was right.
Floyd, what's going on?
There are wriggly worms in the spaghetti!
Wriggly worms? There can't be. What were you doing with the spaghetti in the first place?
Nothing. I didn't touch it. It was wriggling so much it just fell off the table by itself.
Really? Well, you can at least clear up this mess.
I couldn't let Floyd see Grandpa.
It's all right. I'll do it, Miss Smiley.
Oh, thank you, Jason. That's very kind. Floyd, in the kitchen, please.
Teacher's pet.
Oh, Floyd!
I was hoping that Grandpa was all right after his fall, but I needn't have worried.
What are you doing, Grandpa?
I've always wanted to skip with spaghetti.
Soon, we'd finished making our suck-up spaghetti.
Lovely, 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 lovely.
But Floyd's wasn't lovely.
Now we're going to make pudding. My very own strawberry surprise. And all you need are some strawberries, some cake, some custard, strawberry jam, sugar, cream, and some slices of fruit for decoration. And this is what you do. Decorate it then.
Soon, everybody was busy making the strawberry surprise. Everybody, that is, except Floyd. All he wanted to do was cause trouble.
Who did that?
It wasn't me. Floyd! It wasn't me, Miss Smiley, honest!
Miss Smiley was looking less and less smiley by the second.
This is supposed to be my fun kitchen. It's not much fun for anyone right now.
Don't worry.
Miss Smiley went to clean off the custard, and Floyd started messing with Zach's strawberry surprise. I knew Grandpa would be really cross with Floyd now, and I was right.
I've had enough of this. Floyd has got to be stopped. This is what we'll do.
Soon, everybody had finished making their strawberry surprises.
Oh, you've all done brilliantly.
But Floyd hadn't done brilliantly.
Now, all we have to do is the washing up. Right. Just take as much as you can. Don't overload yourself. Come on, Floyd, you too.
It was time to put Grandpa's plan into action. I rearranged the fruit slices to make a cross face on Miss Smiley's strawberry surprise.
Perfect, Jason. Now you leave me to it.
Grandpa knew Floyd would try to get out of the washing up. And sure enough, he sneaked back into the cafe. Grandpa was ready for him. First, Grandpa knocked over the cups and bowls.
Hey, what was that?
Then, Grandpa ran behind the jar and started wobbling it about.
I don't like this. Miss Smiley!
Young man, I want to have a word with you.
Who said that?
Me, Sydney, the strawberry surprise.
This time Grandpa had gone too far. He was pretending to be a talking pudding.
I've had enough of you spoiling everybody's fun.
It wasn't me. It was Jason.
Don't give me any of that rubbish. I saw you. It's got to stop.
Yeah. Okay. I can't believe I'm talking to a strawberry surprise. Miss Smiley, come here, quick!
What's the matter, Floyd?
Did you know your strawberry surprise can talk?
Oh, please, Floyd, no more tricks.
It's not a trick! His name's Sydney. Look, his face is all cross.
You must have done that, Floyd.
No way, it wasn't me! Go on, Sydney, say something!
But Sydney had said all he had to say. Now it was time for Floyd to own up.
I really don't think I can take much more of this.
Okay! I did do all the other stuff, like dropping the spaghetti and flicking the custard. I know I shouldn't have. I won't do anything else. Promise. I'm really sorry.
Thank you for apologising.
But it's true about Sydney.
Miss Smiley started to smile again. And her smile was bigger and better than ever. Grandpa's job was done. He climbed into the plane and flew home. He got back just before we did. Grandpa whipped off his shrinking cap and came back to his normal size.
Grandpa!
Oh, we did it, Jason. We taught Floyd a lesson. Well, you, me and Sydney. Teamwork, eh?
Yes, Grandpa, teamwork.
Oh, you've woken up, Grandpa.
We had a brilliant time. We made suck-up spaghetti and Miss Smiley's strawberry surprise.
Oh, what a great feast.
Miss Smiley made you some spaghetti, especially for your supper. I'm going to heat it up for you now.
Floyd was really awful at first, but then he started behaving himself. He said the strawberry surprise told him off. A talking pudding? I don't think so.
Well, that's what I call a real surprise.